MergeXL offers a new approach to working with multiple Excel workbooks. In this video, we will show how easy it is to merge entire Excel workbooks to provide merged results without any linking formulas, add-ins, or using a database. Let's take a look at a couple of Excel workbooks. Olympia Sales has 4 spreadsheets: an income statement, balance sheet, cash flow, and an operations statement. Total revenue for Olympia Sales in January is $50,000. The Olympia Parts workbook has the same 4 spreadsheets. All of the data in our example are the same, so that the merged data will be easy to track. Total revenue for Olympia Parts is also $50,000. If we want to add up all of the information in these 2 workbooks, we will need a new workbook to hold the merged data. We open MergeXL. Let's name the new file Cities. This workbook has a folder as its icon instead of the Excel icon to show that it is to hold merged data. Now we add Olympia Sales and Olympia Parts underneath our new Cities workbook. We will have MergeXL assume that all of our files will reside in the same folder as the application file. Hitting the Calculate button creates the new Cities file and places into it the sum data of our other 2 workbooks. Let's open the Cities file. Total revenue is $100,000, and all of the cells of the 2 workbooks have been added together. It holds the same spreadsheets that are in the other files with all their data summed up. We can see that there is a new workbook called Cities in our directory. It is an ordinary independent workbook, and it can be opened in Excel at any time. It is not attached to the MergeXL application. It was simply created by MergeXL. Now let's add the other 10 files in the folder. In all, they represent 3 departments in 4 cities in Washington State. If we hit the Calculate button, the Cities workbook will be updated with the merged results of 12 workbooks, each holding 4 spreadsheets. Opening the Cities file, we see that the total revenue is now $600,000. All of the data in each of the 4 spreadsheets in the 12 files have been added up in one step without any links. Our example has one level of consolidation. Let's add another. We can add new workbooks for Olympia, Spokane, Seattle, and Tacoma. Now we drag and drop the different cities under the new workbooks. That's all it took to reorganize how our 12 files get added up. Hitting the Calculate button creates these new files, named for the cities, and fills them with the data added up from their 3 files each. Looking at the new workbooks, we can see that each has a total revenue of $150,000. And each merged file holds the same 4 spreadsheets in their subsidiary files. Each of these files remain ordinary workbooks without any links or hooks in them. They do not know that they are identified in a MergeXL application. It is this external structure that points to workbooks that define from which workbooks data are read and to the workbooks into which the merged results are placed. We have all of our files added up by city. Now let's add the same files up by department. We add a new top workbook called Departments. Underneath Departments, we add up all the same workbooks that we have under Cities. Let's add workbooks now for Parts, Sales, and Service. Now we drag and drop the files into their respective departments. Here the same input level workbooks are added up differently than in the city structure, but the same files are used. Hitting Calculate, we create the new department's workbook. Opening Departments, we can see that it holds the same merged data that Cities holds. Calculating creates these new workbooks. Opening a new department file, we see that the total revenue is $200,000, representing the 4 workbooks underneath each of them. A completely different merged view of data was created without duplicating any data. Editing a structure is easy. We drag Olympia parts under the sales workbook. Opening the parts workbook now shows a total of $150,000. Looking at the sales workbook, the total revenue is now showing $250,000, reflecting the addition of the Olympia parts workbook. Dragging Olympia parts back to the parts workbook and recalculating brings us back to the original structure and results. Let's look at one of the accounts in the income statement at an input level workbook. If we go down to the income tax, we can see that it is a multiplication using a potentially different tax rate for every location. This means that the income tax must be multiplied at the input level and its result added up rather than trying to multiply the tax at a merge level. If we look at the same row at the merge level, the cell shows a value instead of a formula. Looking at the top folder of departments, we see the same. MergeXL can control when a formula is to be done at every level or when it must be done at the input levels only. In this way, MergeXL produces consolidated results, not simply aggregations. All of these capabilities are achieved without assembling a database or writing any linking formulas. All of the 12 files we started with and the 9 files that MergeXL created reside in the Windows folder together. They are ordinary standalone workbooks that can be opened in Excel at any time.